British-born Nigerian boxer Anthony Joshua has been praised for making Ogun State and indeed Nigeria proud after defeating Joseph Parker in London to win his 4th world heavyweight title. Ogun State Governor Ibikunle Amosu, who was at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, was elated that the Ogun State indigene continues to put Shagamu and Ogun State on the world map.
And I want to give a massive shout out and appreciation to everyone that's been supporting me from overseas.
That is promoting us. We are not in the news for wrong reason. We're in the news for a very right reason, very good reason. And I'm happy that he won the match. So I know that we are all very proud. This is not about Ogun State, really. It's about all of us as a nation. All Nigerians, it's about all of us. Yes, we are happy that it's from our stock is from Ogun State, but we cannot quarantine. He's a citizen of the world now. I mean, look at the massive support. About 80,000 people. Everybody in unit, everybody supported him.
Son of the soil. Well, he is not only defeating but sending knockout warnings to spark out WBC champion Deontay Wilder after he defeated Joseph Parker on points in their unification clash. Anthony Joshua hopes a deal can be reached to bring Wilder to Britain and promised to become the first man to hold all 4 belts with an explosive knockout.
Me personally, yeah, but we have to see what's best as a team, do you know what I mean? But me personally, it is really good in the UK, it's comfortable, time zone is what I've been used to for most of my life. You know, I haven't got to travel loads of hours across seas and disrupt my sleeping pattern and stuff, so I think for those reasons, I like the sound of fighting in the UK. But I've got to kind of defend my throne again in a few months, so I'm kind of balanced and we're still hustling. So yeah, we're on to the next one in my eyes. It's not time to sit back and enjoy the ride. We've got to get ready for the next job.
Deontay Wilder has accepted Anthony Joshua's invitation to fight him to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Wilder, who holds the WBC title, took to social media following the clash, sharing his sympathy for Parker, but also accepting Joshua's challenge. In the English Premier League, Dele Alli hit a brace as Tottenham came from behind to beat Chelsea 3-1 at Stamford Bridge earlier today. Alvaro Morata rose highest at home to give Chelsea the lead on the half-hour mark, but Christian Eriksen ensured the teams went to the interval at parity. Mauricio Pochettino's men returned from the interval with the bit between their teeth, and Ali put the game beyond doubt with a quick-fire double. The win sees Spurs win at Stamford Bridge in the league for the first time in 28 years. Earlier, Arsenal's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scored twice, and Alexander Lacazette marked his return with a goal from the spot as the Gunners beat Stoke. America's John Isner beat Alexander Zverev 6-7, 6-4, 6-4 to win the Miami Open earlier this evening. The American, who had lost his previous 3 ATP World Masters 1000 finals, came from a set down against the world number 5 to win the entertaining contest. Considering 32-year-old Isner had won just 2 matches this year prior to the Miami Open, his success in Florida came as a major surprise. Israel's Prime Minister and the Turkish President have been trading words over the deadly clashes at the Israeli-Gaza border that left 16 Palestinians dead after Israeli soldiers opened fire on demonstrators. President Tayyip Erdogan accused Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu of being a terrorist after Netanyahu rejected Ankara's moral lessons and accused Turkey of indiscriminately bombing civilians in its actions abroad. It will not be the first time the Israeli Prime Minister would refer to President Erdogan like that. He has referred to him as someone who bombs Kurdish villages, referring to Turkey's military operations in the Afrin area of Syria. In a televised address on Sunday, President Erdogan called the Israeli Prime Minister an occupier and a terrorist. The International Criminal Court in The Hague has taken into custody Al-Hassan Ag Abdul Aziz Aj Mohammed Ad Mahmoud after authorities handed him over. Al-Hassan is accused of victimizing women and girls by approving their forced marriages to Islamist fighters. He also faces a list of crimes including torture, rape and sexual slavery, persecution of the inhabitants of Timbuktu on religious and gender grounds, and other inhumane acts. Al-Hassan's initial court appearance is scheduled for next week, but he will not be required to enter a plea. And the main news again. Christian faithful all over the world have been celebrating Easter Sunday, which commemorates the resurrection of Christ after 3 days in the grave. In his Easter message at the Basilica, Pope Francis calls for an end to the carnage in Syria. President Muhammadu Buhari felicitated with Christian faithful in Nigeria as they joined others around the world to celebrate Easter. Also today, Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo joined other Christians to celebrate Easter and express confidence that the country will overcome its challenges. And that's news at 10 tonight. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker. You have a good night.